This is the story of the rise and fall of Clinton Cards, UK's leading card retailer that once was one of the fastest-growing retail chains. Clinton Cards, a well-known UK high street retailer, was established in 1968 by husband and wife, Don and Lillian Clinton. The brand became a household name, specializing in greeting cards, gifts, and balloons. At its peak, it boasted over 750 stores across the UK and Ireland. However, over the last decade, the company has undergone a significant decline. In 2012, the business went into administration, with hundreds of stores closing and thousands of jobs lost. In this video, we'll explore the reasons behind the rise and fall of Clinton Cards and provide an in-depth analysis of the factors that contributed to the company's demise. Chapter 1: Clinton Cards, a brief history. Clinton Cards was founded in 1968 by Don and Lillian Clinton. Initially, the company started as a single store in Epping, Essex, and quickly grew to become the UK's largest chain of greeting card shops. Clinton Cards was known for its extensive range of cards, gifts, and balloons, with stores often found in prominent high street locations. By the early 2000s, the company had over 750 stores across the UK and Ireland, making it the country's leading card retailer. Chapter 2: The early success of Clinton Cards. Clinton Cards was a popular British greeting card retailer that enjoyed early success due to several factors. First, the company was founded in 1968, at a time when the greeting card industry was booming, and many consumers still preferred sending cards to communicate their sentiments rather than through digital means. Moreover, the company's founder, Don Lewin, was a shrewd businessman who recognized the potential of this growing industry and developed a unique retail concept that would appeal to consumers. He designed a store layout that encouraged customers to browse and explore the products, featuring eye-catching displays and organized by theme, making it easy for customers to find what they were looking for. The company also offered a wide variety of high-quality greeting cards for every occasion, including birthdays, weddings, and holidays, at affordable prices, which made it accessible to a wide range of customers. In addition to cards, Clinton Cards offered complementary products like wrapping paper, gift bags, and party accessories, providing customers with a one-stop shop for all their gifting needs. Chapter 3: The downfall of Clinton Cards. Clinton Cards, once a leading UK retailer of greeting cards and related gift products, faced significant challenges due to changing consumer trends in recent years. The company's failure to adapt to these trends ultimately led to its downfall. One of the major shifts in consumer behavior was the move towards online shopping. As more consumers began to shop online for cards and gifts, traditional brick-and-mortar retailers like Clinton Cards were left behind. Clinton Cards failed to develop a robust online presence, which meant that it lost significant market share to e-commerce giants like Amazon and eBay. Another key factor in the downfall of Clinton Cards was overexpansion and high rent costs. In the early 2000s, the company embarked on an ambitious expansion strategy, rapidly increasing its number of stores across the UK. While this expansion initially led to increased profits, it also meant that the company became overextended and took on significant debt to finance its growth. A significant factor that contributed to the decline of Clinton Cards was competition from supermarkets and discount retailers. In the early 2000s, supermarkets began to expand their offerings beyond groceries and started to sell greeting cards and other small gifts. At the same time, discount retailers, such as Poundland and Wilko, began to offer similar products at lower prices. The rise of supermarkets and discount retailers presented a significant challenge for Clinton Cards, which had long been a dominant player in the greeting card market. These new competitors offered a wider range of products at lower prices, and many consumers found it more convenient to purchase greeting cards while doing their grocery shopping or while browsing other household items in discount stores. Another important factor that contributed to the decline of Clinton Cards was the company's failure to innovate and diversify its offerings in the face of changing consumer trends. As mentioned previously, the rise of online shopping and competition from supermarkets and discount retailers posed significant challenges for traditional brick-and-mortar retailers like Clinton Cards. In order to stay competitive, companies needed to adapt and innovate to meet the changing needs and expectations of consumers. However, Clinton Cards was slow to embrace new technologies and explore new ways of doing business. While other retailers were investing in online channels and exploring new product categories, Clinton Cards remained largely focused on its traditional brick-and-mortar stores and greeting card offerings. This lack of innovation and diversification left Clinton Cards vulnerable to disruption from new competitors and changing consumer preferences. As the company struggled to keep up with the pace of change in the industry, it began to lose market share and profits, ultimately contributing to its downfall. Chapter 4: The Impact of the 2008 Recession. The 2008 financial recession had a significant impact on the fortunes of Clinton Cards. The economic downturn resulted in a decline in consumer spending, particularly on non-essential items such as greeting cards and gifts. As consumers became more cautious with their spending, many traditional retailers like Clinton Cards were hit hard by the decrease in footfall and sales. The company struggled to maintain profitability in the face of reduced consumer spending and increased competition from discount retailers. In addition, the recession also had an impact on the availability of credit, making it more difficult for businesses like Clinton Cards to secure the funding they needed to maintain their operations and invest in new initiatives. This limited the company's ability to innovate and diversify its offerings, making it more vulnerable to the changing consumer trends and competitive pressures that were emerging in the industry. The impact of the recession on Clinton Cards was compounded by other factors, including overexpansion and high rent costs, as well as increased competition from online retailers and discount stores. Together, these factors contributed to a significant decline in the company's profitability and ultimately led to its collapse. Chapter 5: Attempts to save the company. Clinton Cards made several attempts to save the company from collapse, but unfortunately, these measures proved unsuccessful in the long run. One of the key strategies that the company pursued was to reduce its operating costs. This included closing unprofitable stores, renegotiating leases with landlords, and reducing its headcount. However, while these measures helped to reduce costs in the short term, they also had a negative impact on the company's ability to compete effectively in the market. Another strategy that Clinton Cards pursued was to diversify its product offerings. The company launched several new product lines, including chocolates, toys, and party supplies, in an attempt to broaden its appeal and attract new customers. However, these efforts were largely unsuccessful, as the company struggled to compete with established players in these markets. In addition to these measures, Clinton Cards also attempted to improve its online presence, launching a new e-commerce website in an attempt to reach more customers and drive online sales. However, these efforts were also unsuccessful, as the company struggled to attract customers to its online store in the face of competition from established online retailers. Ultimately, despite these efforts, Clinton Cards was unable to overcome the challenges it faced and was forced to enter administration in 2012. While the company's management made several attempts to save the business, ultimately, the company's over-reliance on traditional bricks-and-mortar stores, coupled with its failure to innovate and adapt to changing consumer trends, proved to be its undoing. Chapter 6: Lesson to learn from the rise and fall of Clinton Cards. The rise and fall of Clinton Cards provides several important lessons for businesses looking to succeed in today's rapidly changing marketplace. Firstly, the story of Clinton Cards highlights the importance of staying attuned to changing consumer trends. In an era where consumers are increasingly shopping online and seeking out more convenient and cost-effective options, businesses that fail to adapt risk being left behind. As Clinton Cards learn to its cost, failing to stay abreast of changing consumer behavior can have dire consequences. Secondly, the story of Clinton cards underscores the importance of diversification. By relying too heavily on a single product line or business model, companies risk leaving themselves vulnerable to market disruptions or changes in consumer behavior. As we saw with Clinton cards, the failure to innovate and diversify ultimately proved fatal. Thirdly, the story of Clinton cards illustrates the importance of cost control and fiscal responsibility. In today's highly competitive marketplace, businesses must strive to keep costs under control, while also investing in new product lines, marketing initiatives, and other growth strategies. Failure to strike the right balance between cost control and investment can leave businesses vulnerable to market disruptions or competitive pressures. Finally, the story of Clinton cards serves as a reminder that success in business is never guaranteed. Despite being one of the UK's most beloved retail brands for many years, Clinton cards ultimately fell victim to a range of challenges, including competition from supermarkets and discount retailers, high rent costs, and changing consumer trends. For businesses looking to succeed in today's marketplace, the lesson is clear: success requires a relentless focus on innovation, customer service, and cost control, as well as the ability to adapt to changing market conditions and consumer behavior. Finally, the rise and fall of Clinton cards serves as a cautionary tale for businesses in today's rapidly changing marketplace. Despite being one of the UK's most beloved retail brands for many years, the company ultimately succumbed to a range of challenges, including competition from supermarkets and discount retailers, high rent costs, changing consumer trends, and the failure to innovate and diversify. The lessons of Clinton cards are clear: businesses must stay attuned to changing consumer behavior, diversify their product lines and business models, keep costs under control, and maintain a relentless focus on innovation and customer service. By doing so, businesses can increase their chances of success in a rapidly changing and highly competitive marketplace. Thank you for watching. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do not forget to subscribe and share.